All right, so I'm out here with Jacob today, and he is going to be pulling a Conestoga. He's been pulling dry van for what, 2 years now?
Probably about like three years.
About 3 years now?
Yeah, 3 years now.
Yeah, so he's trying something new. He's going to be doing the Conestoga, which is basically a flatbed with a tarp on the side to protect whatever you're hauling. You excited about it?
Oh yes, I am very, very stoked about this.
Yeah?
See, with Conestogas, you gotta keep this tarp closed at all times, besides unloading and loading. You can haul practically anything in a Conestoga, like equipment. Can be lumber, mulch, coils, steel beams, pipe. You can do anything in this trailer with ease. All you gotta do is this number though. You gotta come into the back of the trailer. But right here, this is where your edgers, straps, bungees, anything that's in your toolbox, here. Keep coming back. We have our own drop axle that can do it automatically by weight. It'll automatically drop. This, you can move this if you want to. If you're heavy, just kind of slide it back because you're gonna weigh a whole lot more than a dry van. If you're also empty, raise your drop axle because you're really not hauling anything, and it's easier to maneuver into a parking spot in a truck stop, or you might need to squeeze in somewhere to take a 10-hour break. That's a good idea. Fuel efficiency, that's key. You can lift that up to save fuel or mileage on a tire by a long shot. So you keep coming back this way, Cory. What you do here is you undo this like so. This is Velcro, so it's voila. It's probably better than a regular flatbed and tarping manually. All you gotta do is just, there you go. And this rolls off. Just like so. And you tighten your rope with these little J-hooks. Hefty, by the way. Keeps that rope out of the place. So there you go, you know.
Pretty nice.
Oh yeah. Sometimes it's that string getting away. So the best way to avoid that, yes, I know, I'll just put it back up. First time. You undo this, if this stuff's getting tangled up and everywhere. You can drop it, like so, and then real quick, right back up. There you go. Since that rope's out of the way, just put it back. You know, you always want to keep your string in this hook. Don't run over it, or don't let a forklift run over it because it'll tear. And how are you gonna get it up there? So you take these big old straps. There we go. Take it out. Take your little hook. There you go. Like so. And you do the same side over here. I just recently messed with these, so kind of don't know my own strength at times. Oh, what the heck just happened? Okay, never mind. There you go. Now watch. Take it. Push.
Wow, that's easy, man.
Very easy. You can just keep pushing.
One-handed.
Sometimes when it does that, you might have to use an extra strength, but it's just easy. Just push. You know, you can go all the way up, or just bring this back a little bit. Kind of like make sure it's straight back, you know, make sure there's no slack, because now you can come up front. It'll be this way. You might get in. See this little handle right here?
Yeah.
You pull it. See how this came out?
Yeah. I'll be dang.
Now you can load the front.
So you can either do the front or the back. You don't have to just slide it one way. It goes
Yeah.
both ways.
And then you just, when you're done, loading, you can come back here again and push. It's sealed. Oh wait. Oh damn it. Whoops. Driver error. There you go.
That's easy, man.
Here's your.
You would think there would be a lot of like fighting it. You think it would get bound up. It would be a really hard thing, but it's actually, it slid so easily.
It is pretty easy because, I mean, think about it. If you kind of think about it this way, if you're like flat deck, you know, without the rolling tarp system, you're just on just a normal flat deck, and you got, I don't know, let's go a load that has to be tarped, like mulch or certain crates. You have to climb it on this trailer. Excuse me. You have to climb on the trailer with 200-pound of tarp to throw up there and unroll.
Right.
And I mean, that's that chipper, and when you're there at your receiver, you have to take that whole tarp off, refold it up, and re-put it back on your deck.
Yeah.
But this, you don't have to worry about that. You just...
Right. This kind of like takes the back-breaking labor out of it.
I mean, you still get your physical work because you don't mess with chain straps, binders, and all that stuff. But you're not really having to throw a 200-pound tarp constantly wherever you go.
Right.
So this is why I kind of like the Conestoga, because you kind of don't have to do that as much. Because all you gotta do is just push back.
It's like the best of both worlds.
Yeah. When you're pushing back though, you might have to be careful though, because the tarp can kind of get pinned a little bit and it makes it harder to push. But if you kind of like take it back and you kind of like just straighten it out a little bit, you know, here and there.
Yeah. Just keep it from creasing in there.
Yeah, and it'll open a lot smoother. You just gotta watch how your tarp is. And you watch out for trees. You can puncture a hole in it.
I could see this being something that could easily be torn up if you're not careful.
Yes, you can actually tear it up with a tree branch. It's not a wall. You see how it's caving in?
Yeah.
Just the slightest tear can reject, a shipper or receiver can reject you for having a hole in your tarp.
Wow.
But now, let's put it back together, since I'll show you the front and back. So what you would do is you grab this, you take your hook, and you kind of put up in this hole, way up here. And you take your little metal rod, slide it in this crevice right here. And then you straighten out your strap. You just gotta make sure your strap is on top of this white block. Has to. But you see, now come over here, Cory. Now watch how this kind of gets straightened. I mean, it's the same way with this side too. You see how long down that slide? You see all them ripples, you know?
Yeah.
And how loose it is? You just copy the same method. Put this up. Put it over your block. And it goes. And don't be afraid to like give it that extra tight. Because you want this straight as you can get it. So you don't have to really worry about a loose tarp flapping in the wind. Because if it gets really windy and your tarp's loose, it can fall out of the track and you're gonna be tarpless. And it's gonna hit the people next to you. So it's gonna always do a little walk around. Make sure your tarp's A-okay. No holes. No scratches. Uh-oh. I did a little driver error. See how So, alright. See how I messed up right on that corner? Way up there?
Oh, how you can see air?
Yeah, you see there?
Top, yep.
So that's like that's like my mistake, right? So what you would do is do the same process. Take it out. Remember, even though it's your first time doing this, don't be ashamed of yourself. Don't feel scared. Don't feel like you're going to get fired over it. As long as you catch it ahead of time, before you even leave the shipper, just fix it.
Well, this is why it's important to do inspections, you know. Make sure, do a walk around before you leave. Make sure everything's squared away.
Oh, yeah.
Too many guys just try to get in the truck and drive off, you know.
That is true. I've seen that a lot on the highway. People be losing a tire and just keep on driving. You know, it's just, you just gotta watch out how you do your pre-trip, because that's what DOT is there for. And FMCSA too. Alright, so you see, watch. Just gotta make sure. Now let's go and check on this other side, make sure it's right. See how I kind of messed up again? Now it won't shut, right? You just got to keep doing it. You just got to push back and keep pushing forward.
Back.
All right, so now I got it fixed, right? Now we just got to fix this, right? You can't have this flapping. DOT can catch you. But you see that? Okay, this is your strap rocks. You know, you can actually throw straps if you want to for like easier loads. And then, oh yeah, here you go. This is your little drop hook valve for your drop axle back there. You just kind of turn it, wheel goes up, turn it back, wheel goes down. I don't have my truck on, so it won't do it. this one right here, this little box, this is your little tandem puller. And it pulls these pins right here. It pulls these pins. And then you cannot have your air brake set because it'll drag this tire. So what this will do is this will lock, that won't, but this will. And you can slide them all the way back till here.
That's a long reach.
Yeah. That's what you call a spread axle. But this is like normal day stuff, you know, it's not too bad. Gotta close this box so nothing happens to it. And then, you know, but then you start all over again, right? Here you go. Put it back. Close that. Tighten this. Give it on. Don't be afraid to tighten it as much as you can, because you want it tight. But just don't get it too tight where you don't know your own strength. I've done that a couple times and I almost got stuck. Don't be afraid to have leverage too. And then you come over here, undo this. Move this back. Oh. There you go. And watch it all unfold. Now, you see how it's not straight down on your Velcro strips? It's all right. You just do this, take one side, and come back. And you do the same side over here. Make sure it's kind of straight, lined up, kind of pull back, and come back. And then you gotta make sure your little bar, you have this little bar here. And it has to fit under the lip, just like that. Close that. Do the same side over here. Move this little Velcro. Under it goes. Close it. Close that. And you take this, where my bungee went. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Blend it in with me. Take this. There you go. You know, now it won't fly in the wind, unless you really want to. Take this, pull it down, stick it in there. There you go. And then you do it like this. But you always want your hooks facing out, because if you face them in, it'll poke holes. And again, you don't want that. There you go. Like that. There you have it. I'm telling you, Conestoga is probably the best place to go. This is my first time doing it. I made little mess ups here and there, but it's not too terrible for my first time. I enjoy doing this. I actually like doing it with Woody Bogler Company. As you can see, it's right on the back of the tailgate. You know, if you have experience in anything, and I mean like reefer, van, end dump, tanks, pneumatic, stinger trailers, I'm telling you, this is the place to come to. I want to twitch it. I won't give up. I enjoy what I do here. I love what I do here. And what Tracy Bogler does for this company, astonishing. I gotta say, that's amazing. I don't think any other trucking company in the United States of America right now will do what that man can do right now. But other than that, I'm a YouTuber. My name is Jake the Trucker Man. Look me up. Feel free to subscribe and like my channel. I'm about to do my little Conestoga trips here. I think a couple hours maybe. I'm not for sure yet, but once I do, I will show you my first pickup and my first delivery with the Conestoga. Jake the Trucker Man.